So my field is statistics and statistical analysis. Uh, yes, well, I understand that we as instructors should provide a friendly and encouraging environment for the students to learn. And so in my class, I apply different techniques. Most of my lectures are lectures, but then I also include in-class activities, and I always invite students for participating in class. I give out bonus points if they do so, and so the environment been really great in the class. Um, well, it's different to have like one sign that fit all, but I have some students who really smart and they were able to pick up the material really quickly. Okay, and so they relatively they don't have to spend a lot of time outside class, but because in statistics, um, it's kind of follow a learning curve. You know, at first you have to understand the terminology. You have to get used to the new terminology first. And so I found that the students who are more successful are those who spend time looking at the note after each class lecture, spend time doing extra problem for practice, and if needed, they come to the office hour to ask questions outside class. Well, I have different goals with regard to teaching and research. Right. So for my teaching, my goals. One of my goals is to increase student interactions, especially outside class, because I found that the office hour, like not a lot of students utilize it, and so I always encourage them to stop by. Just for chat at first, but then when they feel comfortable, they they will stop by to ask you question. Um, and I also the goals the second goals I have is to increase interaction inside classroom. I used many metal pole to aid with my lectures. So the student can participate in the polls anonymously, right? And then they could obviously participate, answer the question in class, and as mentioned earlier, I give them bonus points for that. My goals in research is to publish, okay, have more publications and presentations. Um, that's a good question. My for me, it is kind of a set role already because my dad were a math teachers and so math professor in university in Vietnam, and so I always want to be a math professor. I always want to teach. I always want to work in an academic environment. But for the student who pursues mathematics or statistical career, I advise that the first advice is okay, you try to apply as much as you can, especially in the fields of statistics, right? Because we most of the time work with analyzing real data, and so the more practice you have, the better. Okay, and so in when you work with other people, especially when you apply statistics, there's many times where you do not work by yourself, but you have to collaborate and you have to talk to people who not necessarily have statistical background. And so it's very important that you work on your communication skill, like how to explain the results. Okay, getting the result from running the software is one part. The second part is to interpret the result, to explain what it's mean in the context of the problem. Yeah. And my second advice is try to pursues a higher degree, okay, beyond undergraduate degree, you could consider a master degree in data analysis or data science, and those degrees are very hot lately because we surround with data and people need to be able to make decisions utilizing the data available to them. Sure, my name is Ngoc Nguyen and I'm from Vietnam. I was a undergrad student in Vietnam, and then I got my master's degree here at Western Kentucky University in Math Department. And then I moved to Bowling Green, Ohio for my PhD in statistics, and came back here for my job, and so Bowling Green all the way. Including the time with as a graduate student since 2004. I'm teaching two sections of introductory statistics, which is 100 level classes, and one sections of Math 382, which is mathematics, probability and statistics. Next semester, I'm teaching the second part of the same sequence, Math 482, and then I have two sections of probability and statistics, that 301.